In 1920, there were two groups of people that were meeting as separate congregations, and one was meeting in Dora Posey's grandparents' backyard, and they later met at Whittier School. The other group met in a schoolhouse on South Lakeport. The two groups merged and constructed this tar paper building from the Billy Sunday Tabernacle for $823. It was dedicated in 1922 with a budget of $1,500, and there were 33 members. The minister was paid in food from the congregation. They also brought coal and wood to heat the building. On the tar paper shack, there was one door, and they found when they had a funeral they couldn't get the casket in, so they had to put two doors on the side of the building. In 1924, they had outgrown the tar paper building and had decided between two plans, a new building or a basement. They decided on the basement, and they worshiped in the building in the fall of 1928. It cost $6,410. Half, about probably 3/4 of the basement was the sanctuary, and the other half was Sunday school rooms. The back of the kitchen was where it is today. And then in 1930, a tornado struck the building and took the roof off. And then they repaired that and were back in the worshiping again. In 1945, they started thinking about building again and had two plans. One was to build on the top of the basement. The other was to build in the front where the banks were. They had a large campaign and had enough money to build. The building was completed in 1954, and we worshiped on Palm Sunday. There was a large crowd that day, and then you see the interior of the building, and notice that the choir isn't on the platform, on the altar area. And in 1958, they needed more Sunday school space, so we added the second story, and they extended the altar area, and we also burnt the mortgage. In 1972, we bought the two houses to the north for more parking, and we rented those for a short time, and then we paved the parking lot in 1972. When we broke ground, Pastor Matt got a hold of the plow and tried to break ground, and he wasn't able to do that by himself. So then the committee worked at helping him, and he said that wasn't enough. He needed all the congregation to break ground. The theme was Here We Grow, Walking with Christ, Building the Future. We decided to have a brick mural of the Last Supper, which is on the west wall of our new addition. It's a wonderful thing. Well, in case you weren't here for the new building, we've added a space to our fellowship hall, a music room, the secretary's office, a pastor's office, 2 restrooms, a cry room, a hallway to the west entry, the library, and a nice north entry.
We're standing on holy ground, for the Lord is present, and where He is holy.